All right. Well, this just got here from GameStop. This is the brand new Darth Revan helmet. Let's take a look. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. That's right. Today we're taking a look at a new Darth Revan helmet. Now, recently we did take a look at a Darth Revan helmet that I got on Amazon. Problem was that it was a bit lackluster when I first got it. I had to strip this thing down and basically repaint the whole thing, scar it up, and do all the weathering and everything on it, just to make it look halfway decent. Now, I am quite happy where this helmet is, but the other problem with this helmet is that it was very small. It barely fit my head. Like my nose was all squished up against the front and everything. It's very uncomfortable. And I also had to really tilt it down just to be able to barely see out of the visors over here. So since then, which was only a few videos back, I did order this from GameStop. Now, this is the Jazwares brand new Darth Revan helmet, and you'll see that it actually has a black hood around it, which is really cool. Very interested to see what that's gonna look like out here on the table. Now, this is an officially licensed Star Wars Disney product, and it says game-inspired plastic helmet is based on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Also includes a fabric hood that drapes over the helmet and around the neck. It has an interior sizing band for your noggin, made with high-quality materials, officially licensed Star Wars product from Jazwares. Now, Revan has one of the coolest helmets, and I want to dig into this. All right. That looks like you open the box from the side and slide this bad boy out. Oh. Now, when you're trying to open this, don't pull it too hard because these two front corners are attached to the plastic itself. You don't want to rip your material here. All right, now, just first look, boy. This is so different from the Amazon one that I got. Wow. Very nice black material, very soft. There is some weathering on here, but unlike the other helmet, the paint job is very good. It is pretty neat. These here look like they're actually pieces. They're all separate pieces. The other one that I reviewed was a solid casting. So it was a resin cast. So everything was just one solid piece. All right, so here's a really nice close-up, and I think you can see that there are pieces on top of pieces. So it looks like this is put together in maybe 1, 2, so that's its own piece there. And you can see some of the weathering down the sides and the edges and up here on the top of the helmet and all that. And this is a very nice soft fabric here. Now let's take off the black hood and check out the interior. All right, so the hood does detach, but it is held on with all of these small little buttons here. Let's see. But having this detachable hood is really great because you can display it with this, or if you're gonna put this on and wear it for some cosplay stuff or for some Halloween, you can take that off and put a whole outfit on with its own hood. Now, this does feel cheaper than the Hasbro Black Series helmets, and it just looks like gray plastic, really not painted gray plastic or anything. It just looks like it's molded gray plastic. Now, just giving you a closer look at the plastic itself, you could see that typical seam line and everything from that cheap kind of plastic mold, I guess, that they put these into. There is a big crease right down the center. On the top, there's those little bubbly things, or whatever this is. You actually see those on like a lot of plastic toys. And moving on over to the other side, you can see that cheaper kind of plastic look all the way through, and then down the side here. Now, just taking a look at the back here, the back is a very, very different design from the other helmet that I reviewed. You could definitely see that hard kind of seam line right down the middle. Now you can even see, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on the camera, each one of these, I can feel there's like a rib on that side there. So you can feel them here, and you can see the corresponding ribbing on this side. The other helmet had a lot of detail all the way around the side, around the top here. The original paint job on this was like really lackluster, so I had to take on and redo the whole red and silver section and do all the new scarring and everything. because it was all just like green and yellow, and it just looked a little wonky. But I do by far like the back of this, the design all the way around top and here, way more than I like this. This also has a bit more weight to it than this. So this actually does feel like it has a higher quality than this. And also on the previous version, you could see that it had a lot of foam padding in there to really support your head and protect you. And on the new Jazwares one, there's no padding or anything. It's really, really cheap looking. You could see everything that was kind of clipped on and seamed together and snapped together and stuff. It's not even nearly as good as what Hasbro does. At least they have the designing and stuff on the inside, and some of the helmets have the paddings and stuff. You know, but also keep in mind, you know, if you're like me and it's just for display, you're not going to see any of that. And if you're going to keep the black hood on, which I do think I'm going to keep the black hood on, you're only going to see that front piece anyway. So I'm not too concerned about any of these blemishes, that little spot up there, the back design or anything, or even the weathering past here or the seams or anything, because I'm going to display this with the hood on. And one last test before we wrap this up, and that's the fit test. All right, right off the back, this thing fits so much better than the last version that I reviewed. It's a very, very nice fit. I do have to adjust that little headpiece in there just a smidge, but for this video, this is more than fine. I can see perfectly right out of the visor, and it's very, very lightweight, so I really like that, and it fits perfect. It looks really cool. All right, my friends, that is the brand new Jazwares Darth Revan helmet. And honestly, for, I don't know, 80 bucks, I don't think it's that bad. Maybe 70 bucks could have been a little bit better, because I wasn't expecting it to be so cheap feeling. Like it's plastic, but for some reason it doesn't even feel as good as a Hasbro helmet. It's gonna be great on display. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of shading and shadowing around here just to add some. I might even repaint this gray plastic to a nice kind of metal silver. So it's not a bad helmet. It's a really great size. I don't love these little holes over here. If I wind up doing a new paint job on here, or at least repainting the silver, I think I'm gonna plug those up and paint right over them. I'm not crazy about them. Overall, I do think it is a really nice helmet, a little bit of paint and a little bit of extra weathering, and I think this thing will be golden. Anyway, let me know what you think down below in the comments of the new Darth Revan helmet. And while you're down there, help support the channel just by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification button for upcoming videos. All right, I will see you all on the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.